What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So first of all, Peter and anyone from his community, my heart goes out to you, my friend. This is an absolutely awful thing to happen, and thank you for coming out to actually share this story. I was away in India, of course. House of Cryptos, he's a very good guy, and this happened to him. But we want to learn the lessons. Now, the lesson is, in my opinion, I think the content creators sometimes get into bed with some people. Listen, we've all been victims of this. And this almost happened to me, where somebody came to me and they were showing me actually an analytics platform. Now, it may have not been the same thing, but obviously, you schedule a meeting. It's actually a piece of software that you need to track crypto, whether it's CoinStats or anything like that. It can happen. Unfortunately, in this particular case, the way they duped the House of Crypto should be a lesson to all of us. Check this out.
And it's one that I really didn't want to make. Yesterday, my computer got hacked. Not only have I lost tens of thousands of dollars.
So what you do is, what they do, and again, I don't think, regular people, influencers, we're all exactly the same anyway. But his computer got hacked, right? His computer got hacked. Now, the difference is, obviously, the biggest lesson here is why would you have so much money on your cold storage? Literally hot wallets, like Metamask. You have to. You can't say it can never happen to you, but you got to keep minimum. I'm talking about the minimum requirement that you need to have. And this is incredible that this guy got done for well over $130,000.
Which I'll tell you about in this video and how it all happened. But most importantly for you right now, my Twitter page is not under my control. House of Crypto 3 Twitter page is currently being controlled by hackers, and they are using it to send different crypto coins out there trying to get you to invest. Please do not invest in any crypto coins being posted on.
Right, okay. That's besides obviously what's happened to him. The damage has been done.
And I'll show you the proof of that and how it's all basically happened. But I'm not doing this because I need your pity or want your pity, okay? Obviously feeling pretty sorry for myself right now, but I wanted to tell you how this has happened so that in the future, you don't make the same mistakes as me, okay? Because I've been in this game a long time. I thought I was pretty smart. I thought I wouldn't make mistakes, and it's been a big one, okay? So not the usual exciting graphics and whatever and edits for this video. I'm just gonna get on with it so that you can know not to make these same mistakes in the future, because it can happen to you, okay? I thought it couldn't happen to me, but it can happen to you. So first things first, Twitter page, what are we trying to do? Twitter page right now, I can't access, I can't log in, okay, because they've changed my email account or whatever it is on the other side. Fortunately, every time he's posting warnings, telling people not to invest, the hacker, I go and show you exactly how this all happened. Had around $87,500 with it, had up to around $87,500.
Guys, it's all hot wallets. First of all, one of the things you should be doing on a basic housekeeping levels is you should be revoking anything on your Metamask, anything on your hot wallets. But it staggers me to think that you would have anything of that magnitude in what I call the hot wallets. And the way they've done them is just quite interesting. Let's take a look.
Dollars in it, and today it's got $14. Also had a phantom wallet. I think it had around 5k, maybe 10k in it.
That's pretty small.
Huge amount, okay, but that was also drained. There was also a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, which I think is around 12 Ethereum right now. There was a couple of Mutant Ape Yacht Clubs, 50 grand, I don't know. So between 3 a.m. my time and I think 5 a.m. my time, maybe a little bit longer, huge amounts of different transactions were going across burn addresses, across mevbots, across all sorts of others, okay? You can see some accounts with millions of dollars in, some with none in, and I've looked at this and I've tried to break down where this money's gone, but I really don't understand, where it's all gone. I spend a lot of time looking at these kind of transactions, and there's various different wallets with around 40,000 transactions per hour being in and out of this. So someone's obviously installed some form of software on my computer that has enabled them to steal all of these different assets. Not only they stole the assets that were in the wallets, they also stole unlocked assets from various different vesting periods from coins that I'd invested in at pre-sale, etc. Okay, so they literally took money and they've taken tokens away that I never even knew I had anymore. Okay, tokens I completely forgotten about. They seem to have found and then just removed everything, completely stripped it bare. Now the good news is the majority of my crypto is in a Ledger wallet. Okay, so first lesson: don't leave this much money. Is the biggest lesson. Okay,
Absolutely.
in your Metamask's phantoms, even if it's $1,000 or whatever, and you really can't lose it. Look after it.
Yeah, I got done for like 8K, $7,000 or $8,000 earlier in the year. I don't know if the community remember, but that's because I transferred it to Metamask to buy a new coin from a decentralized exchange, and my wallet got hacked. Fair enough. You get to, you move on. Unfortunately for Peter here, the amount, I mean, think about it, $130,000 is, you 5x, you 3x that, you 5x that, man. It's a lot of money. It's crazy. I mean, it's nearly $1 million on a minimum. I mean, if you 10x that, then you've obviously, you're making for many of us, what is considered to be life-changing money. And that's what I said to the community before. But overall, the lesson is crypto is fucked. Don't touch any of this stuff, right? Don't touch any of this stuff. And I would continue. I mean, listen to this, right? So we've got the largest hacks in history. Bybit, 1.5 billion. Then, of course, you go Mt. Gox at the time. Bitfinex, you got CoinCheck, you got FTX up 400 million. KuCoin. Obuzier X, and then you've got Quadriga CX. That's the Canadian guy. Some of you have seen that on. There was a massive Netflix documentary, Coinbean, and then Femex, 69 million. Now this stuff just gets worse and worse and worse. And if you look at the overall, what's happening right now, the reserves are recovering. Okay, the reserves are recovering, and this is an interesting article. So you've got all of this shit happening right now, but the CoinMixer platform used by North Korea hackers rejected Bybit's request for cooperation. Slowmiss points out that the exchange was involved in multiple security incidents exposing the personal information of industry security personnel, and all platforms should improve their risk control levels for funds from exchange. And of course, this is the attempt. Now, this one's a super interesting one because this came as a result of us actually doing very well in the market, and then that sets us back. Crypto is friggin' tiring. It's full of shit, and right now not good enough at all, in my opinion. But specifically, obviously, they've sent out an email to reach out to them. Nothing's going to happen. But guys, are we out of this? And the answer is a lot more people will be wrecked in the coming days. Kanye dropped that he's going to be launching his shitcoin, and expect more market money extraction from these big exchanges. On a better news, you can see that Base, the state of Base, is going to be it's incredible. 4 billion in deposits, 185 million quarterly. 800 in active loans across lending protocols, and a 250k weekly stable coin sender. So overall, things are very healthy. But I do, like I said, starting on my video, I think it's very interesting to see how this happens. One other thing that's doing really well is Bittensor Tau, off the back of the subnet tokens are absolutely rocking at the moment. The rise of Virtual's AI16C made the Tau community realize that the market leader status is not given, but should be rightfully taken. Up until now, Tau has failed to bring their ecosystem to the consumer side. The current borrowing status of subnet owners with tokens on the Ethereum chain, or just falsely claim to run a subnet soon, which a lot of projects have had for a while, and there's no real economy driven. Currently, the subnets are hard capped, right? So at the moment, Dynamic Tau is going to open the gates for consumers to the Tau ecosystem, and we have seen the price obviously respecting this. And currently, of course, I've done a video last week. There are other things or other videos and other activity that's on the way. One big thing If you're looking for exchange to trade on, check out CoinW. My link is in the description. I think I would have made a lot more money in fees if I would have used them a while ago. And of course, I've got a massive pre-sale coming for the community, but time's looking good. I mean, listen, at the moment, the market is not really on this particular video. Of course, I've got other videos for dedicated projects, and I'll make one on Tau. But overall, everything is where it is at the moment. And like I said, my heart goes out to Peter and his community. But this is a poignant reminder, even if you're doing very well. Clearly, Peter is one of the more people with a large following in the space. He's grown massively over the years, and congratulations, he does a brilliant content. Having said that, the way they got him is obviously with the promise of a business partnership, because he's a big channel, and as a result, this happens to him. But this is the lesson, guys.
Okay, because indication in $1 million. Clearly, these are a pretty well-drilled team. Now, a few days ago, someone on Twitter reached out to me about my upcoming
Look, this is important, right?
A few days ago, someone on Twitter reached out to me about my upcoming project and the House of Crypto, and they wanted to know more about it. They were claiming to be from one of the biggest news channels out there.
Well, it's funny because I never, I get these, again, like I said, I feel sorry for Peter, but you get tagged and you get inboxed every single day for this or for that. Creators are targeted massively because people know if you scam the creator, you're likely to scam his community, and that's what they're after. But yeah, I think this one is just ignore. Like, if he would have just ignored this, he's got the money, he's got the power, he's got the community, but life's a bitch. And that's when you fall, when you're thinking, that nothing like this will happen to you.
From one of the biggest news channels out there. I'm not going to name names for legal reasons, okay, because obviously the real company had nothing to do with this. Anyway, this company seemed to be legit. The people who were hitting me up, I looked up on Twitter, I looked up on Telegram, I looked them up on LinkedIn. They all seem to be associated and working for this particular company. So I was like, okay, this seems fine. They organized to have a call with me through Calendly. I booked it. I turned up a couple of days ago on this call, and one of them said, oh, sorry, we're not ready to, one of the guys is not available for the interview. Can we call back in a couple of days?
Yeah, it's happened to me before. I never called him.
Okay, all seems pretty legit. Yesterday, I jump on, do an interview about my upcoming project and about House Crypto. This call lasts for around 30 to 40 minutes. During this call, they basically was conducted via Zoom, and this could potentially happen to you in the future if you're taking Zoom interviews or anything like that. It was conducted via Zoom, okay? And I think sometime early in that call, Zoom requested that they could access something. They were like, oh, the camera's not working or something. Now, this obviously, looking back on it and in hindsight, and I'm sure a few, little Timmies in the comments will tell me that I'm a dumbass and whatever else, but fine, can happen. The trust...
No, it can happen. It can absolutely happen, brother. You're not a dummy for this at all. It's good to sit here with hindsight and to talk about this, but you're not a dummy at all. I mean, listen, you get those invites from what you consider to be genuine projects, even for stuff like AMAs, anything that access your, your system, it's just a little bit too, but in the hype of the moment, I think, he was probably excited. He was probably entering into what he thought was a partnership or a kind of massive coverage for his up and coming project. And then that makes you vulnerable. Again, nothing against the brother, but I think that's what happened.
Was kind of built, big name brand behind this. I've been on several calls talking to the people, very professional, very smart, intelligent, what they're talking about, intelligent questions. They requested to access something with Zoom, which I now know is to be able to control my computer. At some point during the interview, I was requested to have a thumbnail picture. So at the end of this interview, which was an incredibly like knowledgeable crypto interview, they suggested, and this is probably, I feel really stupid telling you this, guys, but whatever. I'm just going to tell you, okay? If it can save you losing some money, I don't.
What a legend! What an absolute legend!
Don't mind that you think I'm stupid for it. During the interview, at the end of the interview, they said, we need to take a picture for the newsletter. This is like a newsletter that's going to go out to people who are invested and looking to invest in crypto. And they said, but you know, you're wearing a blue shirt, and the blue shirt is going to clash with our background. Could you just go and like change your t-shirt, put like a white t-shirt on or something before you come back?
Keep your t-shirts close to you. If that's not going to help, but I think that is a genuine thing, especially towards the end of the call. So most of you will not even know. I mean, I would certainly do exactly what he did and change my t-shirt.
Sat there for 30 minutes with these people having an intellectual conversation about crypto. I'll go away and change. And obviously during the period I've gone and changed my t-shirt, I've come back in the room. Something has happened, but I don't even know that it's done it. Okay, they've maybe downloaded some software or they've accessed my keys or whatever it is. Something around the Chrome browser, I don't know exactly how it's worked. Okay, and during this period of time, they planted the seed. Come back on, you know, final conversations, like polite conversations, like where you from, talking about what they're in, like talking about their own crypto investments, asking normal questions, nothing untoward. All of a sudden, you know, I wake up this morning and I go and check my, my wallet. I see some of the coins in that wallet are up today. I think maybe Metacade or something that was supposed to be in there is up quite a lot today. So I'm like, oh, just go and have a look at Metamask and see how much money's in there, as you would do on any given day. And it says like 0. And I'm like, what? Maybe something's wrong with Metamask. Maybe it's not showing it. Anyway, zero money showing. I also then note that like other accounts, other wallets are also emptied. These wallets, and I don't know how they access them because these wallets were not open during the time that I was conducting the interview on my computer. Okay, and they don't have like their password, you know, protected. I'm sure there's someone technical out there who can tell me exactly how this worked. Anyway, moving on, and I appreciate this is a bit of a lengthy story, but hopefully, you know, whatever.
Yeah, people need to hear this.
just pouring that, you know, just having a little bit of a vulnerable time with you guys. Anyway, throughout this course of events this morning, I noticed, or I tried to log into my Twitter page. I typically log into Twitter overnight because in the morning I want to post in crypto. I can't log into my Twitter, which seems a bit weird, but happens from time to time because you get updates or whatever it is.
Anyway, speedy recovery. Chin up, brother. You know, shit happens, and I think sometimes we are all vulnerable, man. We are all vulnerable to these things, and I think, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if this happened to you, it's not great, but there are, you know, we'll be back. We'll be back. Anyway, shout out to the brother. Shout out to you guys. In terms of the crypto prices, Sol's still down massively. Nothing's changed over there. $170, slight recovery. Cow's not doing great at all. I mean, look, I gave the buy here at 38 cents. It's now 80, nearly 90 cents. Gonna go well over $1. Sonic and other stuff as well. You've got Pith actually doing really well, and a few other cryptocurrencies are moving. Tao's been absolutely on a tear. Finally, Celestia here making a decent jump, 22% up. But overall, Solana ecosystem, of course, is down. Interesting to see, obviously, Ondo sitting around that dollar mark. A lot of the RWA coins have actually cooled down a little bit, but at the moment, guys, you know, as far as the wider markets goes, we've really got to watch for that. Obviously, that Kanye meme drop and other things. But I've got a massive video coming up. I'm working on it now, and I'm going to be dropping the pre-sale. So smash a like, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care.